Disney Pixar Cars 3 Book of the Film by Suzanne Francis. Read by TheNewStoryteller. Chapter 1. Lightning McQueen closed his eyes and concentrated on the sound of his breathing. "Okay, here we go," he said to himself. "Focus." He took a deep breath. "Speed. I am speed," he said, and he imagined racing round a track to the sound of a packed stadium. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. He pictured more cars whipping round the track. "Did I used to say that? Really?" he said, suddenly realizing how silly it sounded. "Yeah, you did," said Mater. Lightning screamed, surprised by Mater's interruption of his pre-race ritual. "Mater?" he asked. "Hey, buddy," Mater replied. "Yep, you used to say that all the time. I remember this one time." Lightning cut him off. "Mater, what are you doing in here?" "Just wanted to wish you good luck," he said. "Well, thank you," Lightning said, softening a bit. "But I need a little quiet. I'm kind of preparing for a race." Just then, the door on Mac's trailer began to lower. "Oh, right," Mater said. "Sorry. Good luck with packing yourself up." He started to leave, but turned back when he saw the open trailer door. "Open or closed?" he asked. "Closed, please," Lightning said. "You got it, buddy," Mater shouted as he left. The door closed and Lightning took a deep breath. "Okay," he said, settling back into his routine. "I am speed." But Mater's voice interrupted him again. Only this time, Lightning could hear him yelling outside the trailer. "Hey," Mater called. "My best friend Lightning McQueen needs quiet. Perfect quiet, got it?" Lightning chuckled, then gave himself a moment to get back into the zone. "Okay, where was I?" he asked. After another deep breath, he said, "Racing. Real racing." In his mind, he saw himself racing again, but this time he was back at home in Radiator Springs, whizzing round the quiet, expansive Willie's butt with his old friend and mentor, Doc Hudson. Even though Doc had been gone for some time, Lightning could still hear his gruff voice clear as day. As he remembered the scene, he could hear Doc say, "That ain't racing. That wasn't even a Sunday drive. That was one lap. Racing is 500 of those. Everybody's fighting to move up, lap after lap. Inside, outside, inches apart, never touching. Now that's racing." "Wow," Lightning whispered. He was back in the present moment and looking at a picture of him and Doc. The trailer doors opened and Lightning slipped out. "All right, here we go. This one's for you, Doc." He revved his engine and took off. Bright sunlight sparkled down on the Florida International Superspeedway as Lightning blazed past the larger-than-life screen. He had hit the track at full speed. The race had started. The place was packed, and Lightning's fans exploded with cheers when they saw the flash of red streak by. But there was one enthusiastic young fan that stood out from the crowd. Her name was Maddie, and she seemed to shout Lightning's name louder than anyone. Lightning's best friends from Radiator Springs were in the stands too. They cheered loudly, but no one was more excited than Mater. He tried to get as close as possible, weaving through the crowd, saying, "Excuse me, pardon me, best friend coming through," all while wearing a hat with a large yellow foam lightning bolt that looked like it was going through his head. "Go, McQueen!" he shouted. Up ahead, Lightning could see his longtime top rivals, Bobby Swift and Carl Weathers. As he narrowed the gap, he saw another racer, Bick Yardley. Lightning cruised up next to his friend and saw an opportunity to get him off his game. "Hey, Carl, gas cap's open." "Oh, what?" Carl replied. He realized Lightning was joking, then quickly added, "Hey, well, your gas cap's open. Good comeback," Bobby retorted. Lightning couldn't help but laugh as he led his friends round the back stretch of the track. The style of racing was beautiful, and the fans cheered, loving every second. As they headed towards the pits, announcers Bob Cutlass and Darrell Cartrip commented on the friendly rivalry. "And into the pit goes Lightning McQueen, Bobby Swift and Carl Weathers," Bob said. "These they're fun to watch, aren't they, Darrell?" "I can't tell if they have more fun on or off the track," Darrell replied. Lightning pulled into a station, and Guido got to work. Rusty and Dusty of Rusty's, Lightning's longtime sponsor, proudly watched as Guido swiftly changed Lightning's tires. "All right, Guido," said Dusty. "You move faster than my brother leaks oil." He laughed at his own clever joke. Sally and Mater watched close by, and Lightning winked at Sally as Guido finished up. "Finito!" Guido yelled, tightening the last bolt on a new set of racing tires. "Via! Via!" And with that, Lightning took off, burning ahead of Carl, Bobby, and Bick. "You getting a car wash too, Carl?" Lightning called back. "No, you're getting a car wash, McQueen," yelled Carl. Lightning blistered round the last turn towards the finish line. Both Bobby and Carl were lengths behind on either side of him. The checkered flag dropped, and the crowd burst into cheers. Lightning McQueen had won again. Lightning loved racing, and he felt especially great after winning. He entered the pits and moved towards the garage while Shannon Spokes interviewed him about the win. "Lightning, this was your second win in 3 races," Shannon said. "How do you keep your focus?" "Well, it's really just that I—" But before he could answer, his eyes caught a glimpse of something menacing just outside the frame of Shannon Spokes' interview camera. "Bobby! Carl! No, 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 no!" Lightning yelled. Whoosh! All of a sudden, Lightning was hit with the foam blast of a fire extinguisher, then immediately peppered with antenna balls. Lightning found himself looking ridiculous and completely unprofessional on camera, while Bobby and Carl wheeled away and laughed hysterically. "All they're gonna pay," Lightning whispered. Days later, at the Heartland Motor Speedway, Carl, Lightning, Bobby, and Big Rat it again. The rivals were locked in a tight finish, but this time Carl had won. As they swarmed the pits, Carl's Dynaco pit crew cheered. After the race, Carl cruised through the crowd to get to victory lane. Just like after Lightning's win, he was being interviewed by Shannon Spokes, and the conversation was projected on the large screen. "Great win today, Carl," Shannon said. "Thank you, Shannon." Screech. "It was a great day out there." Screech. "And I'd like to thank my Screech. As Carl tried to answer Shannon, he kept getting interrupted by loud mechanical sounds, and he didn't realize it at the time, but as he spoke, he slowly started to rise higher and higher. So much so that it became impossible for Shannon to continue her interview. Carl then looked down and discovered that his tires had been replaced with enormous inflatable ones. Thanks to Guido and his quick change abilities. "Hey, Guido!" Carl yelled. Guido blew smoke off his prized tire spanner. "Pit stop," he said. "Real funny, guys," Carl replied. Lightning and Bobby raced away, laughing loudly. Carl tried to chase after them, but his wheels wouldn't rotate. Left with no other choice, he unsuccessfully hopped and bounced in their general direction. "Guys, I'm not gonna fit in the trailer like this," he called out. After a short break in the season, Lightning found himself back in Radiator Springs. The sun shone brightly on the landscape as Lightning took a quick training run with his bat. He effortlessly sailed past Mater, Sheriff, Guido, and Luigi. Sheriff checked Lightning's speed while the others cheered him on. Guido and Mater even had matching baseball caps with lightning bolts and the number 95 plastered on the top. "Keep it going, buddy," Mater yelled. And just like that, Lightning was back on the road, racing his best and pulling out another win. As Lightning drove through Pit Row, he called out to Rusty and Dusty, "Are my sponsors happy today?" "No, man," Dusty replied. "Stop winning, will you? We're running out of bumper cream to sell." Just then, the King, Dinoco's former #1 racer and Carl's predecessor and Tex, Dinoco's longtime owner, rolled up alongside Lightning. "Hey, good race today, Lightning," the King said. "Mr. the King, hey, Big Tex, how's my favorite competitor?" Lightning asked. "Offer still stands," said Tex. "Just say the word, and you can be my #1 car at Team Dinoco." They rode past Tex's trailer, and Carl popped out from inside. "You know I can hear you, right?" shouted Carl. "I'm right here." Lightning chuckled. Tex stroked his way with Lightning every time they saw each other. "Bye, Carl," he said. "See you next week. Or not." Days later, at the Motor Speedway of the South, Lightning led a tight pack of cars round the track. "Another great finish in the making," shouted announcer Bob Cutlass. "Lightning and Swift nose to nose." "How's the view from back there, Bobby?" Lightning joked as he zoomed ahead. Chuckled Bobby. "Well, you better not blink. I'll blow right past you." The fans bubbled with excitement, afraid to miss a beat of the thrillingly close race. "The flag is out," yelled Bob Cutlass. "It's the final stretch. Lightning is in the lead." Fueled by the sounds of the crowd, Lightning smiled as he focused on the track ahead, determined to hold his position. "Okay, let's see what you got," he called back to Bobby, prodding him to pick up his pace. He and his racing friends loved the challenge of beating someone at their best, and part of the fun of racing was pushing each other to go faster. "Woo-wee!" yelled Bobby, feeding off Lightning and trying to get closer to him. Just then, a strange new car appeared right behind Bobby. He was a young, modern-looking racer. On his black body were electric blue details and the number 2.0. Before Bobby and Lightning knew what had happened, the sleek car made a sudden move and effortlessly surged past both of them, grabbing the win. Lightning couldn't believe it. The car had come out of nowhere. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. "Oh my," said Bob Cutler, shocked. "It's Jackson Storm for the win. A huge upset." The other announcer, Darrell Cartrip, chimed in. "Neither Lightning nor Bobby ever saw him coming." Lightning rolled to a stop in front of his Rusty's Pit crew. He watched the replay on the large screen as the track announcer excitedly reported over the PA. "Wow, what a finish. Even the crowd seemed stunned. I don't remember the last time a racer came out of the blue to win it. It's one thing to start fast, but we haven't seen anyone cross the line with that kind of speed and power since a young Lightning McQueen first arrived on the scene." While the other racing cars headed back to their trailers, Lightning lingered for a moment, still completely taken aback. He never would have predicted that was how the race would end. Where did that car come from? He left the track and slowly made his way towards his hauler. Before he reached it, he turned to see Storm emerge from his modern-looking trailer. Storm barely glanced at Lightning as he revved his powerful engine and continued driving. Bobby and Brick approached Lightning, and they watched the reporters swarm Storm. "Hey, Bobby, who is that?" asked Lightning. "That's, Jackson Storm," answered Bobby. "Yeah, one of the rookies," added Carl. Reporters bombarded Storm with compliments and questions. "That was incredible, awesome, give me a few words," they shouted. "Can we get a picture here?" "Thank you, guys," said Storm, expressionless. "Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you." Storm rode past Lightning and came to a stop where his crew chief and pitchers were waiting for him. Lightning approached with a friendly smile. "Hey, Jackson Storm, right?" he said. "Great race today." Storm turned to Lightning and looked at him with a cold, competitive stare. Then he spoke in a voice that sounded like a starstruck fan. "Ah, thank you, Lightning McQueen. You have no idea what a pleasure it is for me to finally beat you." "Oh, thanks," said Lightning. Storm turned away, and Lightning's face fell as he realized what Storm had just said. "Wait, hang on. Did you say meet or beat?" Storm inched closer to Lightning. "I think you heard me." What?" said Lightning, shocked by Storm's attitude. Some photographers rushed over, ready to snap some photos. "Lightning, Storm, over here." Yeah, come on," said Storm, smiling big. "Let's get a picture. You know what? Get a ton of pictures because Champ here has been a role model of mine for years now. And I mean a lot of years, right? I love this guy." The reporters and photographers continued to shout and compete for Storm's attention. After posing for a few shots, Storm rode towards his trailer. "I think I touched a nerve," he mumbled as he passed his crew chief. He backed into his trailer, and loud music began to blare as the gate closed. The truck pulled away, and Lightning was alone, stunned and speechless. End of chapter 2.